Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Jordan Love, big win, Sunday Night Football. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, a quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, cheap way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content over there. I'm really trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room, so all sorts of nuance, depth, detail about not only the quarterback position, but high-level offense and defensive football. If you are interested, hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's get into it. Jordan Love, the Packers. Big win versus the Chiefs right out the gate here. Play action. These two deep curls. Now, whether these are read posts or both curls, it's a great job. They kept going back to the well with this stuff. I love the play action. I love getting two people on 95. Change the launch point. Drive this thing down the field. Keep Jordan Love in rhythm, on time. Outstanding. So when I'm talking about what these concepts are, I'm talking about whether they're true like deep curls, deep hooks like this, or what I think is probably the better play for these things is one of these things is usually a post until you can't, and then turn around and read these things. So basically, if there is a safety deep, and or if we've got two safeties deep here, not that you would run both of these guys on read post, because you wouldn't, especially from this split, because they'd run into each other, but there's a decent chance one of them is or should be, and you can't run by him, so you hook it up. And it's a really nice job when they both come out like this. You've got kind of two really good options. The other part about the play action here is we're going to do this kind of double split flow element. So we're motioning across, and we're coming back as the first one. Second one comes back with it, and it creates this big kind of flow element. And 95, the game wrecker right here, we're able to get four hands on him. Two dudes. Creates all sorts of time and space for Jordan Love to operate. So there's a big play action. You can see the double split flow. That brings those linebacker types down. That second level of the defense steps up. Look at that pocket. Great base from Jordan Love. Great rhythm. One hitch and it's out. Watch the rhythm at the top of this thing. Hitch, out. Big lane. Huge chunk. Just all the best parts of what this Green Bay offense is right now. Getting 10, playing on time, in rhythm, driving the ball down the field, beautiful lane, strike. Hell yes. Next one here, 3rd and 4. Really nice job here. Up top, we're going to hit the number 3 on what I'm going to call a short post. Might be kind of a follow, trail, could even be a choice here. Nice job on 3rd medium, though. Navigating middle field closed man. This concept to me hits home a little bit. I actually threw a pick on a very similar play to this against Green Bay. I think Woodson got me in a preseason game. To me here, I'll draw up the play first. To me, that's a corner, what I'm used to calling a gather shallow. And then where the ball ends up going here, whether this is kind of a choicey post or a true short post or follow, it really doesn't matter. That's how it ends up working itself out. Now, the thing about this is it looks like they're trying to lock the point. So go man right there and then banjoing these two with these two. So when the outside number 1 goes first, the inside player here, he's going to follow him. Okay, now in and of itself, that would be the banjo element. And then you would have the kind of choice coming in. So great, you've got 2 runaways there. The part that makes this a little bit of a cluster is this thief or rat player. They're playing middle field closed. Everyone else is pressed up, right? So this middle player, he turns this way and he then tries to take over that shallow gather right there. So then it creates the new thief or rat. Now on my interception, Charles Woodson actually came in here and grabbed me, picked me off right there. This you can see here is just not quite as tight. So as they pass this thing off, so again, here goes that shallow. Passes it off to the rat or thief, the extra linebacker, and then this DB kind of falls into the new rat, He's just not, there's not enough space there. There's too much space for the offense to be able to come in and hit this thing. So it's just a really nice job. Watch how, first thing here, watch how they just pass this thing off and kind of potentially could fall into this. So wide bunch, there comes the shallow, passed off to the backer. Then the DB up top is just a little bit too far inside to be in that lane for the short post or the choice or the follow from 13. So it's a really nice job from Jordan Love. Put it on him. Big third down conversion in the red area. Now it's 1st and goal from inside the 10. And again, on time, in rhythm. Y'all, it's not an accident. Just watch his feet. 1, 2, 3, hitch, out. Beautiful 1st down. Next one here, touchdown pass up top to the inline tight end. Little 3x2 heavy, big fake. Nice job from Jordan Love accelerating away from the edge. Really 20 up top on the right. He just loses his mind. Way too much space, way too easy. Thought this was one of my favorite play calls of the day here, just being able to pop guys wide open. So as he steps down here, there's really no reason for us to get our eyes caught inside at the play fake here. And as we come out of this thing, there's just way too much space. The other thing that I like about it, Jordan Love-wise here, empty ball hand fake, and then he accelerates out. So you have to have a plan for this open edge defender. If someone shows up in your face, in your lap, down here, you got to make something happen. So right here, the ball fake, watch the empty hand, go. You can see him accelerate out. So he accelerates out, and then up top, 20 just loses his mind. He's lazy with his eyes, slips, wide open, easy touchdown. Just a great job. Watch that right tight end down, slip, out. Too easy. I mean, that is being in your bag as a play caller. And get a little fortunate right there because you can see the left leg of 89, the tight end on the right. Watch that left leg slip out. However, even if, let's just pretend 89 goes down, like he slips, he falls, he can't be there. You can see 85 on the backside. Be there too. 2 guys wide open. This is the definition of good play calling. 2 guys wide open for touchdowns. Hell yes. Next one here, really like this design. We're going to end up trying to get it to the tight end down here at the bottom on the little over, off the little orbit motion with the play fake. Again, beautiful rhythm, great base, great design, wide open. Love this call with no 95 out there at the defensive line. Pulling the guard, faking the toss. Again, open. Popping guys open down the field. So the first thing here is just the motion. Okay, so this, what I'm used to calling orbit motion, you call it whatever you want, around the quarterback and back out. We are then going to fake the toss. So he's going to fake it to the back. So the quarterback's going to fake toss it and move a little bit. So we're moving the launch point. We're going to pull the guard with us, and then we're going to run the tight end back across on this little over or crosser. So up and then back into this space. So even as we get DBs coming down here, we've got this big void because everything is saying this way, this way, this way. We come back and rip it back across the field. So just a really nice job, again, of manipulating those second-level defenders. There goes the motion. Here comes the safety. You can see the safety's rock and roll down. Fake the toss right where he was. Beautiful. And if it wasn't there, you can see the big post down here to the bottom. Got a chance to hit. I mean, I don't know how they do their rules. I would say normally, just playing football here, if you run through here and there's nobody there, you just want to go and put your hand up. Especially if you feel this safety kind of go over the top here and go with this kind of over or go make this play here. I personally would want to see the wide receiver put his hand up and run and just go straight mailbox for a big play. But again, Jordan Love does the exact right thing. I'm just playing it out if the tight end wasn't there. If you're 9 there, you don't want to stop being open and go running in, right? You got to have a little bit of awareness. Just love Jordan Love's footwork, timing, base, rhythm. I feel like I just keep repeating myself, but when he is rolling and this offense is rolling, he gets the ball out on time. He's got this great base. Again, just the little details here. We're moving the launch point just a tick. We start over the center. We throw this thing closer to the tackle or guard area. Again, no one around our tight end. Nice little chunk. Next one here, 2nd and 8. We're going to start in bunch, get to 2x2. Jordan Love is going to get into the play that he wants. So I'm going to call this an iteration of double post up top. It's not really double post up top, but it works out the bones of double post up top with an over or crosser down here to the bottom. And this is, again, beautiful design, big time throw, big chunk. And it's just one of those things where I love the command at the line of scrimmage, the timing, the rhythm, the accuracy, the precision in what they're doing. So having multiple plays to be able to get in there, alert, check, kill, can game. Big play fake again. Left tackle takes a bit of a dump there. But man, this is a big time throw down the field, driving it. I think it's a more impressive from the wide. And so post shift here, they're going to get to middle field closed. So right there. So watch that safety up top. As he gets to the middle of the field, Jordan Love probably then gets the information that he needs to get into the play that he wants. There it is. To me here, this is what I'm used to calling the bones of double post over. So this technically looks like a double move, but we'll call it a post. It's a little bit more like that. So as he comes up, goes through here, great, not really a true post. Here's that inside post. And then here's where the ball ends up going on this over element or crosser. Now, the part that is unique about this one is as they carry the inside post. So as we come across here, and this nickel or star defender looks like he's carrying and running with this thing, you know you've got the over coming back the other way. Now, the wild thing about this is about halfway through carrying this thing, he realizes, oh no, I'm not supposed to be doing that. Or, hey, I see the other crosser over coming. So he's got to let this thing go, and it becomes a little bit of a tighter window than probably Jordan Love thought when he hits the back of this thing. So we really want to pay attention to that defender as he carries that inside post or crosser. Watch him kind of fall off and see the guy from the bottom of the screen coming across. So right there, you can see that defender just hit the brakes as he sees that crosser, as he sees 13 come right into his vision, but Jordan Love has already thrown it. Right, so this player right here looks like he's running with this crosser right here. Then all of a sudden, he sees 13 right here who's coming back across his face. Well, Jordan Love has already thrown it. He's throwing it based on the fact that this defender is running with the number 2, right? We're running with the number 1 up top. So there's going to be all this space. So whether he's supposed to do this or not, he makes a really nice play to come back and at least get the tackle here, make this thing contested somewhat. But this is, again, beautiful design, taking advantage of what Kansas City is doing. Really nice job from Jordan Love, seeing that carry of the vertical of number 2, getting the ball out again, on time, in rhythm, with great accuracy, with precision, driving the ball down the field, being aggressive, chunk, play action, hitch, throw, strike, big chunk, hell yes. Next one here, just a massive play from Jordan Love and Watson. 3rd and 5. We're going to get into the play that we want. 3x1, stack the 1 and the 2 up top. The number 2, Watson's going to be working that kind of post back line. Beautiful pass protection, wide open middle of the field. Great patience, pocket movement, ability to show poise, no bail, no panic, not there. Up, reset, eyes down the field, wide open. I mean, my goodness. Just awesome 3rd down situational football in the red area. World class. So again, it's not there immediately. Whatever this is supposed to be, it's not there. We've got kind of fighting with inside leverage here, trying to get across to the post. Now where this thing ends up being a touchdown, it's because he's got all day to throw. Down here to the bottom, we're essentially bracketing the number 1. So there's no safety back here in the middle of the field. So the reason this is able to work is because Jordan Love has unbelievable protection. But it's one of those things where sometimes you can feel like you got a hitch, and your time clock says get out or go or panic. He doesn't. He hangs right in there, gets up in the pocket, keeps his eyes down the field, and is able to find the wide open touchdown. I mean, this is just a thing of beauty as far as pass protection, ability to hang tough, no panic. So no, up, look at him reset. So violent movement at the top, up into the pocket, reset your feet, eyes downfield, find the wide open guy in the middle of the end zone. That is beautiful. Just love the pocket movement. Again, love the command at the line of scrimmage. Violent up, reset. And again, it's not up and run, right? It's watch the feet. Up, reset. Back into his throwing position. Look at that. That's so, earmuffs me here. This is so fucking good. Right there. I mean, he gets right back. That's his throwing position. Look at the movement that he had to do to get there. Back foot, up, reset. Strike. Hell yes. Next one here, 3rd and 3. Beautiful anticipation down here to the number 2 at the bottom. The Chiefs get some friendly fire. This thing is thrown early. Now, a maybe better decision might be to hit the number 1 for an easier throw. But if we're going to throw with some anticipation, it's still an impressive job right here. Bottom of the screen. So up right here. We'll call it like a slot out, slot comeback. Now what happens here is they're on different levels, but as he runs up, they're going to run into each other. I would guess, reading this thing out, because this happens first as far as the depth, that this is probably number 1 and probably where the ball should go. It's 3rd and 3, right? You can see the sticks. Just barely up top, you can see the sticks right here. So, this is the safer, probably smarter throw on time. But for us, let's go. Capital A. Increase the font. Bold. Italicized. Underline. Look at this. Ooh. Now again, part of me wants Watson to just keep running here and put his hand up. But right here, I love the anticipation. 3rd down. Again, he lets that thing go early. Watson's right there. The ball's halfway to him. Now a better ball, and thing might be a huge chunk down the sideline, if not score. But man, that's a thing of beauty. Love to see the anticipation. Might love it even more if you threw it to the guy who would probably be an easier throw and catch. But still, just outstanding. And again, you can see the poise and the rhythm, just the lower half. 1, 2, 3, hitch, out. Awesome. Next one here, 4th and 1. What a massive call this is down here to the bottom. We're going to end up getting the 1x3 bunch nub. And how they sort this thing out, it ends up going to the point on the bunch. What I'm going to call like a deep flag or back pylon. This is a ridiculous throw. Now, it really is. He throws it kind of on a half pedal, going backwards, jump throw, give his guy a chance. There's a lot of things that could and probably should have gone wrong here. Now, again, this might not be the most popular take, especially if you're diehard Packer fan. Okay, but the first thing you have to do here is just understand kind of what the audacity here to even call this play, 4th and 1. We're going to switch the 2 and the 3. I'm used to calling it a swap. Up, and he's running more of the sail corner, and this is the back pylon where the ball ends up going. It's going to be paired with what I'm used to calling like a little looper return. It's really just a different way to get to flood. They're going to be in 7-person protection. So we've got the tight end, the 5 offensive linemen blocking, and the back. Okay, so we've got Big 95, the game wrecker. He's going to be right in our lap, going backwards. We're going to have to essentially pedal, put our foot in the ground, throw this thing with capital A anticipation all the way down here. Now, the thing that, if you're a Chiefs fan or just a football fan, right here, when he's getting depth here, his eyes are on the number 3 here as he comes out and is working on this corner. If this guy was looking at all at Jordan Love and could see this ball and how early it was thrown and kind of the trajectory of this thing, you would sure expect this player to come back and intercept this ball. And that's just me trying to be honest of what's going on with the film. We kind of get lost a little bit. But the only reason that it's available to get lost is because he lets this thing go so early that the wide receiver, when he turns back to look back for the ball, he looks back flat at the quarterback eye level. Well, the ball has already been in the air for a second. It's way up here. So then he actually has to turn and kind of find it and look up and find it, and then it's right on him. So it's a lot of moving parts. To say that there is no luck in this, I think I would be disingenuous. It still makes it an awesome play. The anticipation is amazing. Look at this throw. I mean, he's throwing it right there. right? It's fine. Like, come on. You can see here, though, he's looking right here. This is where the ball is going. So as he kind of takes himself out of this play, it ends up being a great job. And again, just pay attention to the eyes. He looks back this way, needs to get his eyes up to where the ball is actually coming from. Just a beautiful job, especially with 95 bearing down on you. Whew. I mean, when it's going right, it's going right. Again, we can see the eyes on this deep pylon throw here. Look at 95, just wrecking this play. They essentially have him on what should be a double team, but 71, the center, oversets. Gets beat inside. And then again, watch the wide receiver 87. Wait till you see his eyes. His eyes come back flat right there. Now they look up. Whoop, right there. So, I mean, he's running for steps. How many steps? He looks back right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps and then looks up. I mean, what an awesome throw. That thing is in the bucket. But certainly fortunate that 21 right there turns the wrong way, right? If he were to turn inside right there, he probably makes a play on that ball. Regardless, massive play. Wow. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time to do that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep, deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have courses on RPOs, tempos, pass protection, how to beat every coverage is the best-selling course. And then finally, we have an entire offensive system available for you. So hop over there and enroll. The link is in the video description. We also have a bunch of free resources also linked in the video description. Finally, make sure to follow me across social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, another touchdown pass. This time up top, Watson, what I'm going to call a post. He's going to go outside of the corner. Normally, you would think probably not going to get the ball, but this throw is kind of a high back five. Your guy or nobody. When the corner has his back turned and kind of put it where only your guy can get it. This is a ridiculous throw from Jordan Love. Really love the base at the top of this thing. So he doesn't bring his feet together. He doesn't pop up. He sinks on that back foot. Now, maybe he's moving backwards a little, but right there, sinks that hip, stays low, gets that little hitch, and again, can't follow through the throw. We've got a free runner. 21 on the right is green dogging off 85. And that is a dot. So lots of moving parts here. At the end of the day, it's 3-by-2 empty versus cover 0. He checks into the play that he wants. And what this is we're going to throw what I'm going to call this post outside. He's going to let this thing go as the corner pushes us. So the corner is inside of us on a post. Not usually where you want to be, right? But he's got his back turned. Often we'll say he's only covering the width of his shoulders. The free runner here is 21 right here. So he's got the tight end. Once the tight end blocks, he then rushes. That's what I'm used to calling a green dog or a hug pressure. So Jordan Love has to get that off before 21 is able to do that. Again, we've already talked about his base. That back foot he sinks into and then is able to throw it that high back five where only his guy can get it. Pretty awesome. Lots of things going on. Hell of a touchdown pass. You know, just one of those things where just making plays. Again, great base. Maybe don't love the back element of it right there, but right there to be able to sink on that back foot. Look at that. Look at Watson up top. He's outside the corner. He throws it right there. Again, unbelievable anticipation. Right? I mean, what? This is a crazy throw. Anticipation right there. This is the leverage. He's not looking, right? Only covering the width of his shoulders. We're going right here. We're going to go high back five. So you got to put that thing where only your guy can get it up here. You can't leave it low. Just an awesome throw. With anticipation versus 0 versus the Chiefs. Red zone, tight windows. That's a hell of a catch as well. Wow. Just an awesome play. Again, watch 21. on 85 here. You can see him green dog. As soon as 85 engages and blocks, he's going. So block, go. You got to beat him. Too wide of a track. That's a hell of a catch. Let's go. Next one here, 2nd and 6. We're going to hit Watson 9 on the motion, on a speed out motion. Very dolphin-y, in my opinion. The thing that makes this thing for me, and the reason it's on the video, is because it's thrown again with anticipation. So not only are we throwing with anticipation, but we're also incorporating the play action, the movement, the motion. Okay, so just watch the motion. So it's pretty hard to throw any sort of anticipation throw, let alone when you start getting guys in motion into that speed out. And that's much more of a banana than what it actually looks like. So motion, up and out. And he lets this thing go with anticipation with the split flow element. So we get this, all this like horizontal action, and he's still able to throw this thing with great anticipation. So watch that route first up top. Motion, boom. Now watch the anticipation. He's throwing it right there. Still not out of the cut. So again, lowercase a, but that's a big time throw across the field, first down. So now we're really stretching the field. Horizontal, we're using motion, movement, play action, ball out on time. Awesome. Next one here. I think things got a little bit tough towards the end here. This was the first of a few throws. We're going to be hot up top. We're going to try to throw a go versus press, and we're just going to come up club short. So whether he's trying to throw a back shoulder, which I doubt it on the fadeaway, or we're just missing on the wrong page, or we're just doing too much. I personally think it's very difficult to make this type of throw like this. And what I mean by that is, if we're trying to throw a back shoulder here versus press coverage up here as a hot throw, so 50 right here is running free. So we've got nobody to block him on a short edge. There's no tight end there. So you're going to have to essentially stay in a pedal or bail and make this throw. Yeah, I think in a perfect world here, if you had to do this over again, you would just kind of like jump over here, set your back foot, and give us a throw. Now, maybe that is the back shoulder element of it, or you try to throw this thing down the field, and it's more of like, a Russell Wilson kind of hand grenade type throw. But you don't want to just come out here and kind of be on the wrong page of this. So watch the free runner up top. He's got a bail, and then he almost looks like he's surprised, like he's looking off. There's nobody to look off. You just need to look right over there and throw it to him. Now, if you can throw a back shoulder like that, I don't know if I've ever seen someone be able to consistently pedal, drift away, and throw back shoulders. Now, maybe they're just on the wrong page there, and then they do it all the time in practice, and then good for them. But right here, you can see 50 on the left edge. Again, just see Jordan Love here. It looks like he doesn't quite know he's hot. Like he catches it, and like he's trying to hold the defender, hold the middle field player, and then he's like, oh, I got to throw it. As opposed to, catching it. And again, sometimes some guys will bail away from the free runner, or kind of just like shuffle, put your foot in the ground and throw it and take the hit. But I don't think it's very, very difficult, if not borderline impossible, to pedal away and throw back shoulders on a free runner on a short edge. But again, maybe 87 is supposed to be looking, and he just doesn't. You're just not on the same page. And I get it. There's a lot of young guys out there. But this is one of those first kind of cracks in the armor of this game as things got a little bit tougher towards the end. Next one here, beautiful little high-low up top. We're going to throw the corner to the number 1 with anticipation versus a cloud corner. Now that's wide open. That's some poor defense as well. But it's a great job from Jordan Love. It really is. Now, whether 38, the corner, is supposed to get more depth and make this thing go to 89 underneath, it's a great job from Jordan Love seeing it, putting it right on him. Another big, big chunk. So again here for me, what I'm used to calling this inside release, whether this is a circus or a corner, it doesn't really matter what you call it. And then the tight end's coming out here in a little pivot choice. And all you're going to do normally versus half field safety is read this corner, this cloud corner. Now, in a perfect world, he probably wants to feather this thing and play in between, make you throw it underneath and go rally and make the tackle. Right here, he doesn't get enough depth. It's just way too big of a hole here. And guess what? My guy continues to play with anticipation. And the thing I like about his anticipation is we've seen it on a bunch of different throws. We've seen it on the out, the post, the corner, the contested throw, the small window, the tight window, the open, the wide ass open. I mean, it's the full array, the full menu of anticipation throws, right? I mean, he's separated right there. You can see Dobbs not out of it yet. 87 up top. Now you can also see how wide open he is too, right? Beautiful job. Big chunk. Great vision. Nice execution. The Chiefs are getting frustrated. Just love to see it. And guess what? On time, in rhythm. 1, 2, 3, hitch, out. Even with the left tackle getting walked back into your lap. Beautiful job. Big hookup. Next one here, another big play action deep curl. Now, the last time we talked about this play, I said one of them is probably running a post read, what I'm used to calling it. Post till you can't. Right here, I think it's the same type of thing. This time the guy on the left who's running the post takes the post. He sees 21 come down. He runs the post. Jordan Love doesn't think he's going to. He then comes back to the backside curl and throws it again with 43. The linebacker roboting. Watch 43. He turns and runs, right? 43 at the bottom of the screen. That is a perfect shot. He is only covering the width of his shoulders right here. He is what a lot of people call robot technique, where you turn and go try to hunt up the crossers. We're going to have a curl down here to the bottom, and you can throw this like he's not even there because he's only covering the width of his shoulders. Now, if he turns around, you're in trouble. But right there, you've got that throw. Jordan Love sees it, drives it. 43 never turns around. And that should be a hookup. Hits us right in the face. Again, the precision, the ball location. I mean, that is beautiful. I don't think 43 touches it with his hand. That's an awesome play. So Jordan Love dealing right there. Now, again, the last time we drew this up, I said, I'm pretty sure, or my favorite way to run this play, because remember, they both ran these deep hooks or curls. And I was like, my favorite way to do it is to run a post, at one of these guys that's a read, so that if you can take the post, you take it. Otherwise, you curl it up. And it sure looks like Jordan Love at the top here is looking this way, like he's anticipating that curl, because guess what? There's a deep post safety. So deep post safety, middle field player, you're rarely going to get that deep post. But this guy who I'm going to call is on the post read here. He's reading the near safety, it looks like. So once he sees 21 come down, he doesn't see the middle field player. So he runs that post. Jordan Love says, no, I'm not throwing that. Hell no. Good decision. Now I'm going to come down here to the number 2. So if this is 1, this is 2. The wide receiver's got to beat the corner. Jordan Love's got to beat 43, who's got his back turned. And it's a thing of beauty. So watch the timing of this thing as he says no to the post up top, yes to the curl down here to the bottom. No post, yes curl. And again, the whip, the torque, the smoothness, the rhythm of it hits him right in the face, just out there throwing darts. This is a thing of beauty, man. Really love it. You can really see it from this angle. He's looking to the post first to the left. So no, he's anticipating him to curl, I'm guessing, or hook up. He doesn't. He gives him a hitch. So listens to his feet. 1 hitch. Post, no. 2 hitch. Curl, other side, yes. And again, great torque. Snap on the throw, and that is a dot. And again, finally, from this last angle, you can really see the back of 43 as he robots right here, turns to run. Boom. Ball right off his ear. Catch it. Next one here, man, LaFleur was in his bag. This should be a touchdown to the nub tight end up top. My guy, the left tackle, lets us down. This is a Spags killer. I think of this as the old New England play, a little wide delay. It's not really a screen. It's more just a throw to the tight end on a delay, but this is there. So why I think the left tackle here does us dirty is you can never, okay, and I mean literally never, have free runners through the A or the B gap on either side in any sort of drop back pass protection. That is screen, that is pure drop back, that never happens. So almost universal rules here for pass protection would be for what's called a squeeze call. So if the guard is coming down here, we're getting this heavy squeeze coming down here. The tight end would be blocking right here. That would trigger The green dog, we've already talked about it, the hug pressure. So he's got him man to man. Okay? Once he blocks, he's got the capacity in some defenses to rush. So the tight end here would be blocking, and then rushing, then going down the field on the delay. The green dog would be engaging. The edge is already rushing, and this thing would be a massive hit. But we get kind of run over here because the left tackle doesn't squeeze. The left tackle doesn't go down. And this thing is made to order. This is a hell of a call. Verse 0, everything except the execution at left tackle, and that's a bummer. That is a bummer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That should be another touchdown for Jordan Love. That should have been 4. Again, you can see it verse 0 here, right? Nobody in the middle of the field. Easy to see, man-to-man down here to the bottom. This thing is going to walk into the end zone. This is LaFleur in his bag, scheming people up. Another wide-ass open touchdown. We just can't execute at left tackle. Again, you can see the left guard down. You can see the center going to his right. You can see the right guard giving a kickstand with his left hand, picking up the pressure. I mean, this thing is made to order. Oh my God. Should have been an even better day for Love. Last one here. I included this one just because I thought the broadcast did kind of a poor job of overreacting. This is 3rd and 6 coming out of the 2-minute. Okay. You do not want to have an incompletion here and not run the clock. So for me here, if we're going to throw it, and I'm fine with throwing it, the sack is not the end of the world. The difference on a field goal from, what would be the 37 to a 47 for an NFL kicker, for me, it's not that big of a deal. Versus giving Patrick Mahomes more time, I would rather take the 10 yards and make it a harder field goal than force something down the field. Now, would I love Jordan Love to kind of put his head down and go get us 5 hard right here when it's not there? Maybe. And maybe I think that's fair. But I'm not mad at the sack here. I would prefer the sack to an incompletion. And the yardage is less important to me. Now, the scheme here, for as much as I've said I love some of LaFleur's calls, this is not my favorite call. So to me here, this is a go by the number 1. And again, you number receivers inside out. The 2 and the 3 here are going to run what I'm used to calling scissors. So we're going to go to the post here, and then we're going to try to run like a corner by the number 3. And it's never there. The corner where the ball's probably trying to go versus a middle field post close safety here has outside leverage. So this corner is going to be really hard the whole time. There's nothing good there. So for me here, if you're going to do this and you're Jordan Love, you get back to the back, you see the coverage, just put your foot in the ground and go get us some more. Let's have it a -5 versus a -10. That would be my only coaching point. I was less worried about, taking the sack. The 5 yards, the 10 yards is worth it for me for the shot to close the game with a pass that might be a big chunk dagger versus taking the sack here. So I always think all sacks are not the same. This to me is one of those examples of there's nowhere to go with the ball. Now, I've already talked about don't love this call, don't love it. Okay. Put your foot in the ground, get back to the 25, make it a little bit easier versus just, pitching the white flag right there 10 yards deep. That was the part that I thought just could have used a little bit of polish at the end. Other than that, man, we were rolling most of the night. What a great game. So that is a wrap. Jordan Love, the Packers, what an awesome performance, man. Really felt like they were in control, felt like Jordan Love was playing his game, really kind of taking advantage of all of his skill sets as far as on time, in rhythm, great arm talent, being precise. And LaFleur was dialing up some plays down the field, popping guys open, being aggressive. There was a lot to like, and it feels like you can almost see and kind of see the swelling up, the surge of confidence that's coming in Jordan Love and these young Packers. Really fun to watch. Fired up to see more. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.